So Evander Holyfield did not beat any elite fighters at heavyweight. So let me get this straight, dude. So you're saying that Michael Moore was not an elite heavyweight? Are you saying that George Foreman was not an elite heavyweight? Are you saying that Larry Holmes was not an elite heavyweight? Are you saying that Mike Tyson wasn't an elite heavyweight? Riddick Bowe wasn't an elite heavyweight? I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. What kind of crack cocaine are you smoking, man? Here you are saying that Evander Holyfield is one of your greatest favorite fighters in the last 25 years of all time. But yet, here you are crapping on his level of opposition that he fought. Particularly the cruiserweight division that you openly discredited. Okay? Yeah, you can discredit that division all you want to, but at least it produced two all-time great fighters who are now Hall of Famers in that division, including Evander Holyfield. And the one of them that he did beat, who was a great champion, was the white Muhammad Ali, who you did not know was admitted to the Hall of Fame years ago. See, that goes to show how subpar your knowledge of boxing is. Okay? And here you are trying to propagate Pacquiao as being greater than Evander Holyfield. I mean, that is your right. You could feel however you want to feel about Pacquiao being greater than Holyfield. That's your opinion. But let me lay out some facts here. When Manny Pacquiao beat Cha-Cha Sasako for the linear WBC title, is Cha-Cha Sasako considered an all-time great? When him capturing that the flyweight title, the linear flyweight title, was that an all-time great win? Was Sasako an elite fighter at flyweight? No, he was not. Okay? When he beat Leo Owada for the super bantamweight title at the IBF, was Leo Owada considered an all-time great win? No, he was not an elite fighter at super bantamweight. Was Jorge Salas an elite fighter at super bantamweight? No, he was not. Was David Diaz an all-time great fighter at lightweight? No, he was not. He was not an elite fighter. And Pacquiao didn't defend that title, which I'll get to later. Get to in a little bit, okay? Yeah. When he fought Brandon Rios at welterweight, is Brandon Rios considered an elite fighter at welterweight? No, he's not. Is Chris Algieri considered an elite fighter at welterweight? No, he's not. Okay? So why in the world would you give Pacquiao all credits for all his wins, particularly at welterweight? About 80% of his wins at catchweights, while Evander Holyfield didn't fight anybody at catchweight. He didn't have the luxury to drain guys like Manny Pacquiao did. And of course, you're going to use that as an excuse. You say, oh, wait a minute, but Pacquiao was fighting guys bigger than him who have reach and power and height advantage over him. So the catchweights is justification to make it even. Well, okay, why don't you give Evander Holyfield credit for that then? The same can be said for him because he didn't have that luxury. He fought guys that outweighed him by 60 or 50 pounds. Elite fighters. He beat them against all odds. Okay? And speaking of draining people in catchweights and all that stuff, why in the world are you criticizing Andre Ward for supposedly draining Chad Dawson, which is untrue? He never drained Chad Dawson. It was Chad Dawson who said that it called out Andre Ward. It was Chad Dawson who said that he'll go down to 168 to fight Andre Ward. And Andre Ward took him up on his word. That's all Andre Ward did. But you want to give him no credit for that win. But yet here you are giving Pacquiao all credit for his wins at welterweight, which were all catchweights. Majority of those wins were at catchweights, including the Miguel Cotto fight, which to me that was a bit of a disgrace because Miguel Cotto not only had agreed to a catchweight, he also agreed to a same-day weigh-in against Pacquiao. Now, ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? Okay? And another thing about Manny Pacquiao, he never unified a division, which means he never cleaned out a division. He never dominated a division, thus never became an undisputed champion. He never defended his title in 5 out of the weight classes that he's competed in, okay, including the lightweight title when he beat David Diaz for that title. He never defended it. The same thing for the light middleweight title when he fought Margarito for it, which was a vacant title at catchweight. Yeah, he beat Margarito. He busted him up pretty good. Good win for him. But he never defended that title. I can go with others. When he captured the linear title at super featherweight, didn't defend that title. Didn't defend the light welterweight title when beat Haddon. Knocked him out. So why is it that is this a definition of being an all-time great fighter? A guy, look, Manny Pacquiao is an all-time great fighter, no question about it. He did many great things. But can you honestly sit there and say that what he did Avoiding guys going up and down in weight class, just like what Floyd Mayweather did, is greater than what Evander Holyfield did, who actually took on the challenges. And by the way, you made another error about Evander Holyfield where he started his career at. He started his career as a light heavyweight. After his fourth pro fight against Mark Rivera, he moved up to cruiserweight and fought Tyrone Booz, who later became a world champion. But anyways, that's besides the point. The point is, Evander Holyfield sought challenges. He went and looked for challenges at heavyweight after he cleaned out the cruiserweight division. He was going after the number one guy who's considered, who at the time was the number one pound for pound best, Mike Tyson, who was greatly feared. That's who Evander Holyfield was going after. Tell me in one sense of Manny Pacquiao's career that he was doing that. Oh, rhetorical question. He wasn't. He was just looking for names. Hey, nothing wrong with that. You got to make a name of yourself by fighting names. But to drain their asses at catchweights for catchweight fights and have a couple of them, have one of them agree to not only a catchweight but same day weigh-in. Come on, man. Which Manny Pacquiao openly admitted that the fight with Miguel Cotto, the catchweight, was going to be a determining factor of how well he performs. Psst, man, please. And here you are running a tirade, 2 video tirades about the librarian coming after you about your inconsistencies on how you evaluated Hagler and Hopkins' careers at middleweight to propagate Golovkin. Here you are saying, reiterating your point that all I'm saying is fact. It's not hate. Well, let me tell you something, Mr. Newton. When I say that Gennady Golovkin has only beaten 3 world champions out of 36 pro fights, that he hasn't beaten a linear champion, he has yet to beat a pound-for-pound champion. He doesn't even have an all-time great win on his resume. He's ducked out of fights with Andre Ward, Erislandy Lara, and Canelo Alvarez, although Canelo Alvarez ducked a fight with him initially by vacating his belt. When I say those things are fact. And I dare you to say that what I said was all hate. Because if you say that, you're a complete idiot. Really. You have a complete double standards, which is very, very obvious. Okay? Oh, my God. You giving me a headache, man. And you keep saying that I report nothing but negative videos. I like to dedicate my channel on drug testing and all this other stuff, blah, 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 and refuse to talk about anything great about boxing. See, you're completely wrong, sir. First of all, I don't dedicate my channel on drug testing, okay? And since you brought up the James DeGale and Bottle Jack situation, Bottle Jack has been randomly drug tested already. Why? Because he's already registered for the Vital Clean Boxing program. All right, so he's undergoing those measures, okay? The fact, which you didn't know, is that the WBC has mandated that any of their sanctioned fights, their fighters or the champions must undergo strict drug testing. Now, James DeGale is the IBF champion. He's not within the WBC rankings. Now, that is look kind of suspicious. I know Hatman did a video on this, that his shredded physique looked kind of odd. Trust me, I will get to that, okay? That looks kind of strange. Now, as far as DeGale undergoing VADA drug testing, I don't know. He's not registered for the clean boxing program. I find that kind of strange. I will report that, okay? But it seems to me that you have a problem with me reporting on drug testing when all of a sudden the Povetkin fallout and what else? With Gassiev and Ledebev refused to do pre-fight drug testing and so forth. It seems to me that when I spoke out on that issues like that, it's a problem. But you had no problem when I spoke out against Antonio Tarver, who failed drug tests, who's begging for title shots now after he failed drug tests, right? That I also spoke out on Luis Ortiz failing drug tests. I spoke out on Lucas Brown for failing drug tests. I spoke out on Lucien Boutte for failing drug tests. And I spoke out on Bermain Stavern for failing drug tests. It seems like when I report on the Russians for failing drug tests, it's a problem. You had nothing to say when I reported on the other guys who failed drug tests, just like any other channel has done. Why the double standard, Newton? Huh? I'll tell you why. Because it doesn't fit your narrative. Because Alexander Povetkin was in reach of fighting Deontay Wilder, a guy that you cannot stand. Right? But since Povetkin fucked up 2 chances of getting his fights with Wilder. Of course, if he came up clean against leading up to the Stavern fight and beat Stavern, yeah. He fucked up those chances twice. And now you're very bitter about it. Because you have so much to say for Wilder. You want him to get knocked out so badly, you can't wait to make a video on it. That's what this is about. Plain and simple. This is what this is all about. Okay? And you want to talk about me? Yeah, going back to me making negative videos, 95% of your videos are all negative about the LDBC or black channels like Ego and Dante. You dedicate your whole platform on criticizing their opinions and making race baiting and titles and thumbnails. I'll propose a challenge to you, Newton. Why don't you go? I challenge you to go 60 days without making any videos criticizing those channels. I'll give you 60 days to do it. I challenge you to do it. Now I know you're gonna go, probably gonna counter that and say, "Well, I challenge you not to make any videos about Golovkin." Trust me, I haven't made any negative videos about Golovkin. The only video I made just recently is about people claiming that he's the most feared fighter of all time, which is untrue. But yeah, I went a whole month and a half without talking about Golovkin. Why? Because I could have made videos criticizing all the statements that Abel Sanchez's management's been making over and over again, day after day, week after week. I've been dedicating my my channel doing that because I want to talk about other things outside of Golovkin and his team. Okay? Like Tom Loughlin made a ridiculous statement that he never requested Andre Ward for a catchweight fight 50-50, which is untrue because Loughlin has been on record for saying that. Same thing with Abel Sanchez, who lied about it. Now, the Danny Jacobs negotiation. I never made any videos about those situations. Why? Because I don't care, Shawn. Because it's like a broken record. I don't want to waste my time reporting what their misstatements over and over again. Yes, I've done it in the past, but it gets so tiring. I want to talk about something else in boxing that's interesting, and MMA on some occasions, which I'm gonna have to devote more time to, like Coach Shawn Harris does. Shout out to him, by the way, Harrison, I should say. All right. So yeah, I can go as much time as you want without talking about Golovkin. I can do that. Of course, I'm going to talk about the fights he's involved in a positive way. I will do that. But I challenge you to not make any negative videos about the black channels, including Dante and Ego and the LDBC. I challenge you to do it. I'll give you 60 days. In fact, let me add in here as well. No, actually, I won't add that. But other than that, yeah. So I have nothing more to add. I'm out. Peace.